What family dinner rule only made sense when you realized it was about control? The rule in our house was simple: you finish everything on your plate. My dad said it was about not being wasteful, about being grateful for what we had. It sounded noble, virtuous even. So every night, I'd sit at the table and pray my portion was small. My sister, a bird eater, always got a tiny scoop, but he'd look at me and pile my plate high. "You're a strong girl," he'd say, but his eyes held a challenge, not a compliment. The food was a test, and my body was the battlefield. I can still feel the cold, slimy texture of peas I'd been staring at for an hour. The rest of the family would be gone, the sound of the TV a distant hum from the other room. It was just me, the buzzing kitchen light, and a plate of cold food. The silence was the loudest thing in the house. I remember trying to explain I was full, that my stomach hurt, but my words would get swallowed by his unblinking stare. No one noticed the tears welling in my eyes. They just saw a stubborn child and a clean plate waiting to happen. So I'd choke it down. I learned that my feelings of fullness, of discomfort, didn't matter. His rule mattered more. It wasn't until I was in my 20s, out to dinner with my partner, that it all clicked. I was stuffed, but I kept pushing food around my plate, trying to finish. He gently put his hand over mine and said, "Hey, you don't have to force it." I almost started crying right there in the restaurant. You don't have to force it. He wasn't teaching me gratitude. He was teaching me to ignore my own limits. He was proving that his authority could override the signals my own body was sending me. It was never about the food on the plate. It was about the control he had over the person sitting in that chair. Tonight, I made pasta. I served myself on a beautiful ceramic plate I bought last year. I ate until I was satisfied, until I was happy. And there's still some left. I looked at it, the leftover swirl of sauce and noodles, and I felt nothing. No guilt, no shame, just permission. Permission to be done. I put the rest away for lunch tomorrow. My plate is in the sink clean, not because I was forced, but because I chose for it to be.